you also got, I'm gonna show you my mess up here. I screw these little dudes up all the time. This is just a little grease seal. I hate them. I don't know how much you can tell, but you see how it's walled out right there. It looks ugly as shit. What that's gonna do, you put those guys, let me see how good I can get this. Either way, if you can't see it, my bad. Let me try to turn it up here. If you can see, right inside there, there's a little ring. You put it on the inside of the spindle. There's a little ring right inside there. That's where that grease fitting goes. A little grease seal. My bad. Now, I don't really worry too much if I mess these up. They get damaged easily. You can sneeze on it and that dude will just get all bent up, look like a figure eight. They're stupid. I hate them. But if you're careful, I actually got them drove in here. I had more spares. What you can do again, look, I'm gonna sit this guy flat right here. Again, it's already drove in here. You go ahead and grease that guy up. Lubrication is the key for any metal on metal dry sliding component. Grease that guy up, set it in there. You don't have to press it in there, make sure it's as even as you can get. It won't be even. Up, see how this guy falls? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take another block of metal. Look at that. I'm gonna put it up right there so it's as even because you don't want this joker to move while you're trying to drill shit in straight. You can sit this guy even as you can right on top of that grease seal. Again, I have a tool that I have cut off, bam, right there. And I use this as just a punch for all kind of things. But slide this right through the center. I'm already in there, get it as centered up as you can on here. Take your mini Thor hammer, mini sledge, whatever you want to call it, and smack down this guy one hard time. Don't try to tap it because it's gonna get fucked up. Promise, I do it all the time. It sucks. But, like I said, hit it one hard time, bam! And it's in there. And again, if it gets bent up and you don't have spares, man, don't worry about it. It's not gonna kill your truck. It just meant to hold more of the grease in there when you're greasing top and bottom so that it don't spread out all over the place and get messy, which they get messy anyway, because people ridiculously over grease stuff. But, this guy's on there. I'm gonna wipe my hands. I'm gonna take you over to the truck where I got this side on. I'll try to get the camera set up. Come here with me. Oh, by the way, look, that's on my little awesome Harbor Freight drill press. This is just a 90 piece that came with a piece of machine that I bought. It's my little camera stand. Let's go back here. Let's see where we're at here. As you can see, you know what? I'm not gonna set it down just yet. You guys have already seen me a little bit. Don't worry, I'll get back in front of the camera here in just a second. So look, I got it halfway drove in because again, I had no good angle to be able to show you guys to set this up and actually drive the Kingpin in there without the angle looking like crap, too dark, what have you. So this is what you get here. You get it partially finished. So the key to this, oh, there we go. I lost track of it. The key to doing this, one of the keys, is lubrication, grease. Grease the inside of the bushings before you put it on there, which everything already is. You see how ugly it is. You can wipe it all off later. Grease the Kingpin, grease the inside of the bushings, grease the inside of the axle beam right there where the Kingpin is gonna go. Again, we're eliminating any little hang-ups, and you're trying to fit a cylinder piece into another open bushing, you kind of want it to try to slide and get in there instead of grabbing and bending it up. Again, this is what it all looks like right here. It's pretty much in there all the way. Now, I don't pre-fit my little shims here, and don't worry, I'm gonna go over and walk and show you here in a second. I got my shims in there. This bearing right here, one of the easier ways, you got a little tip to know if you got this guy in there good and your shims are good, so you don't have to keep one at a time. I always start with the big shim. Again, this is my preference. I always start with the thickest shim that they give you and then the smallest shim they give you. That's how I try to get my preload. And that's exactly what I got in there. It just happens to work out more times than not like that, where I don't have to take it out and do this shit all over again. It gets messy, then you get frustrated. But you get that in there, tap the Kingpin all the way down till you get to the bottom of right there. You can put your hands up in there and feel it. When you get to the bottom of there, then you can start sliding this guy in here. Now, if it slides too easy, don't even finish. Take it out, pull the kingpin back out or drive it through, because it's gonna be too loose up here. You're gonna have a lot of walking. You're gonna have to redo your job after you assemble everything. So if you have to tap it in with a little ball peen hammer, look, right there. That's what I use. Tap it in there. It should not slide in easy. If you tap it in and it goes in easy with just by lightly tapping it, don't hit it now, lightly tap it. Y'all hit it with your purse if you got to. I don't care what you use, because these guys are not that tough. They're pretty soft. But if it goes in there with a little bit of snug as you're going in there, that's good. I like that right there, because then you can assemble the whole kingpin, going tight and all the way down, everything. Then you can check the up and down play on the spindle right here to see if there's any movement. But if you have to hit that guy in there with the hammer, like I said, lightly tap it in, and you feel the drag on it, you're gonna be good. You can go ahead and trust that. If you have to hit it too hard and it don't wanna go, stop, take it out, take one of the shims out up there and start over. Let me get you on the back of here. Here we go. Here are the shims that I got in there. Now, I've already got, this would be the skinniest one here, as you see how flimsy it is. And this is my thick guy right here. This is what I use to start with all the time. Thick, skinny. Oh, let me get that guy back on there. Now, it's not always gonna be the same for both sides, but you can get lucky a lot of times, and it may. It's not always gonna work out in your favor though, so don't get too frustrated. Yeah, you see all my mess and everything I got right here, my grease and all that. Old parts, all this stuff. And I still got this side off, obviously. So again, you can kind of see on the inside. I've cleaned it all up, give everything a good bath. Got everything greased on the inside. On the inside of here, you guys remember my other video, how I had to cut these wedges out. Anti-seize the shit out of these so you don't have to do it later. Do anything like you're gonna get the truck back. And like I said, even if it's your own truck, that should be obvious. You want it to be easy as hell next go around. You don't want to keep fighting and cutting this guy. All right, now I'm gonna set the camera back down. Where's it at here? Right here. And boom, let me go back a little bit. Don't worry, hang tight, stay with me right there. Coming back around. All right, everybody. Oh, let me try this again. Let me do this up a little bit. Right there, a little bit more. All right, everybody. This is gonna be my next to last one. My next video I'm gonna show you when I get through with this. After I secure the kingpins and the spindles on both sides, I'm gonna go ahead and put my cross shaft on there. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and assemble the hub, slide it on here, torque it down, grease it. Then I'm gonna show you guys, then I'm gonna make it a little information about, little tips about how to do that so you don't damage anything. Keep yourself going. All right, y'all, this is Sean. I'm out. I'll see you in a little bit.